Hey, welcome to That'll Do Garage. Thanks for checking in today. I didn't think it would ever happen, but here I am at the Ford dealership again, about to order my Bronco. This is the third time. Third time's the charm, right? You can see in these other videos, I've tried to be here before. It didn't go so well. Lots of tears were shed, and whiny drama was created. But today's a little different. Today, Ford said, hey, stuff's gonna open up on this date. And believe it or not, it actually did. The build and price website got updated. I'll show you that in a little while, but all the stuff that's supposed to happen has happened. And my salesman called me. He was like, hey, the order banks are open, come on in. So I got here as quick as I could, and I did have to spend, I don't know, an hour and a half today on the website reconfiguring, because, you know, some stuff changed, some stuff got added, some stuff got removed, and I'll show you that stuff when we look at the website. But basically I had to completely rebuild my order, started from scratch, and now I'm looking at getting a Badlands instead of a Big Bend, because it gets me all the essential stuff I need. But anyway, it's all just a preamble for what's about to happen. I'm gonna walk into the dealership here any minute. I'm gonna bring you with me, and hopefully they'll let me record while we're in there a little bit. But I'm gonna go order this thing and see how it goes. Please cross your fingers, wish me luck. This has been a disaster so far. Anyway, let's go.
Did you want the second row of storage bags?
No.
Wheel lock kit?
No.
Tube doors? Excellent. That's it's a cool build.
Looks like it's all there.
Yeah, I don't think we're missing anything.
Well, here it is. I can't believe it. 5:11 p.m. Central Time. Placed my order. Sorry, 6:11 p.m. military time. Placed my order. All said and done. Pretty uneventful. I sat there with the new car sales manager and said yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And it was really unsophisticated, but thank goodness it's behind me. Super happy to have that behind me, and I'll show you on the website exactly what I ordered. The only thing I might change right now is I ordered both the hard top and the soft top, and I didn't expect it to be this much, but the soft top was about $2 grand. So might drop that just to save the money. We'll see. But overall, I'm really excited. It was pretty much exactly what I wanted. I don't think I would change a thing. And yeah, I'm really excited. So glad you got to share that with us. And gosh, I don't know. We'll see. Now comes the hard part, right? Waiting. It's probably going to be, they said they're guessing spring. And I think that's optimistic, especially since we didn't even talk about my reservation timestamp or anything. But I heard from Ford that they're forecasting to schedule production in December and begin in Q1, and then immediately start shipping, and they're planning to deliver vehicles all year next year, which is abnormal. They don't usually build and deliver all year. So I think they're trying to kind of dig their way out of the hole, but I'm guessing based on the backlog and where I'm at in the grand scheme of things, I'm guessing fall for me, like basically 10 to 12 months from now. So we'll see. But anyway, let's check out the new Build and Price website. I'll just show you exactly what I ordered, and hopefully I didn't forget anything. Gosh. Okay, let's take a look at what I actually ordered. Side note, I got this email this morning. It's currently Friday the 15th. I ordered my Bronco on Wednesday the 13th. And here is Ford saying, hey, today's the day. You can go ahead and order your Bronco. I did freak out a little bit because I talked to my dealership and I said, hey, what the heck? I thought I ordered my Bronco on Friday. This is just or on Wednesday. This is the online ordering. So I could do this, I guess, without the dealership. But he said my order's already submitted. I don't need to worry about this. I did click on this link and I did cruise around a little bit. I could order it. It looks pretty cool. You could do it that way. It's basically just the Build and Price website. So check that out if that's you. The people who should be using this button are reservation holders that haven't ordered it yet, essentially. So maybe you were waiting for the 22 or whatever. It's right there. Also, this has some details about the Everglades, which is kind of cool. It'll feature a factory installed winch and snorkel and be available next summer. I'm assuming those are going to be 23 models, because how could they build them, order and build in the same year? But anyway, so that is the email from Ford, which I am now ignoring. Moving on, this is the Build and Price. Now I want to caution you guys, here you can see 22 Bronco. The 21 Bronco Build and Price website is totally still out there and available. I have a little favorites shortcut that takes me to it, and if I load it right now, it will totally go there. So make sure your links are updated to the 22 Build and Price for one thing. The other thing I want to share with you guys is just stepping back a minute. Initially, I planned to buy like a base or a big bend. I wanted the cheapest Bronco I could get that have the manual, Sasquatch, and the trail maps navigation feature, which only comes on the mid package. And the mid package is only available on the big bend and up. So I was planning a big bend. I had a little bit of a breakdown when I got to this 22 Build and Price and I started cruising through there, and I found out that still with the 22 Bronco you cannot equip a Bronco with the manual transmission and the mid package on the big bend. You can do it on the Badlands. So that is the primary reason I stepped up to the Badlands, so I could do the mid package and the manual transmission. So it's exactly what I wanted, and I'm super happy about that. Side note, I have already called the dealership and said, please don't include the soft top. I ordered it, down here along with the hard top, but it was $2,400. So I couldn't justify that. I can get that aftermarket for probably significantly cheaper later on if it really bothers me. So I went with the eruption green here because I love it. I went with the 35-inch tires. Whoops, that's not the right thing. I think that's this thing. Yes, add the Sasquatch package. And there's been a lot of talk too about, is the Sasquatch package really worth it on the Badlands? Because you can get 33s on the Badlands and the Sasquatch gives you 35s. You know, the diff locks are already there and that sort of stuff is already there. Why are you throwing in, the extra $4,000 for the Sasquatch? And the truth is there's quite a bit more to it. There's some frame reinforcement that is only present on a Sasquatch Badlands. The suspension is actually tuned specifically for the Sasquatch Badlands. It has slightly less upward travel, but it is slightly higher than a standard issue, Big Bend Sasquatch or a standard issue Badlands. So it really is, Ford has really focused it to be specifically the pinnacle of off-road capability, the Badlands with the Sasquatch. There's a couple other things too that are pretty boring and nerdy details, but I'm sure you guys can figure that out on your own if you really want to. So I ordered the hard top, canceled the soft top, $2,400. I can't get over that. Also, I was planning to get the Ford Performance bumper here and the brush guard, but I found out, number one, that's about almost $900, and it's not even all that different because the Badlands comes with a powder coated steel bumper anyway. The standard bumper also includes fog lights, whereas the upgraded bumper does not. And I'm a bit of a technology nerd, and I like the fog lights. So I ditched the brush guard and front bumper upgrade to keep the fog lights and to save $900. The steel bash plates were included. I also saw in the order guide here that the rock rails are included, and we'll go through that in a second, and they're not shown on here, so that's important to note as well. Rock rails, standard equipment on the Badlands. I skipped all this stuff. I don't really care about that, except for the roof rails with crossbars on the hard top. I am going to throw some sort of luggage thing up there, or maybe a tent. Not sure yet, but I will use that. Also standard equipment, the LED signature lighting. And this was really cool too. I didn't even know this, but the standard equipment for, this is the order guide that we've looked at. Standard equipment for the Badlands is the marine grade vinyl, which is really cool. It's the material that you see on like jet ski seats and boats and all that kind of stuff that's constantly exposed to water. So it's supposed to be really soft and kind of feel like leather, but you can get it wet and it doesn't grow mold. It doesn't really let the water get through. It's wipeable if you spill something on it, and it doesn't fade or come apart in UV exposure. So according to Google, this is the first vehicle that's ever had marine grade vinyl from the factory, so that's kind of cool. And then I was also excited about the rubberized flooring with the drain plugs. I was shocked when I went four-wheeling with my neighbor just for a couple hours in his brand new Tundra in this other video. And when we got back, his truck was so filthy inside. And I mean, we had the doors closed, but we had the windows open. So it just gets everywhere. And it'll be really nice to pop the drain plugs out, go in there with a garden hose and wash it out. And the other thing that I totally forgot about was the front stabilizer bar disconnect system that is standard on the Badlands. Totally forgot about that. The truth is, I saw it. I said, that's a really cool option. I want that. But like a year ago, I said, oh, it's only available on the more expensive Badlands trim. I'm not going to spend that much money. And to be truthful, I had a super nerdy spreadsheet with all the options, what they cost, and so on, and which ones they come on. And a Big Bend with lots of options was only $2,000 cheaper than a Badlands with minimal options. So that is what I ended up doing. Also, I am pretty excited about these orange accents. I kind of hope that is what it will look like in my Bronco. It's supposed to be orange stitching on the seats as well. You can just barely see it right there. I like that. I'm not sure everybody else will like that. It's a little bit, maybe, I don't know, not to everybody's taste, but that's okay. I'm also excited about these auxiliary switches. It's really nice to be able to wire in stuff under the hood and have a factory finish switch up here in the overhead console for, a fridge in the back, or a power converter, or your air compressor, or whatever you put in this thing. The deal with the floor mats was a bit confusing. They're all the same price. You can either have carpet floor mats, rubber floor mats, or both. So I ordered both because why not? Just throw them on the garage floor as a mat, I guess. I did order also the hardtop comes with the top panel storage bag, but I ordered this one to support the doors as well. I'd like to be able to put those in the back and put them on and off, take them on and off whenever I want. The sound deadening headliner is still included with the hardtop for free. There's no charge there. So I got this middle of the road connected navigation. The main difference between connected nav and built-in nav is this is a 90-day trial, and this is I think it's 3 years subscription included. So if I use this and I love it, or I absolutely need it for the trail maps or whatever, I'll go ahead and subscribe at that time. Got the 4-cylinder, got the manual, and another thing I'm super excited about there, with the manual transmission, the crawl ratio. So when you put it in crawler gear, 4 low, let the clutch out, the ratio is 97-1. The engine's going to go around 97 times for the wheel to go around once. And the crawl ratio with the automatic 4 low
is 46 or something, 42 to 1. So it's actually twice, or it's half as much, right? So it's much more torquey, much more move a train kind of power with the manual transmission. And I'm really excited about that, again, because I'm very nerdy. And I think you go from 4.7 with the Sasquatch to 4.4 without the Sasquatch. Not a huge difference, but maybe enough to offset the 33 to 35 inch tire change. I did add the towing capability. And the last thing I wanted to point out down here was with the 2021 building price, you can do the finance and you can click on lease, and there was a bunch of stuff to play with here. For whatever reason, it just says we do not have any special lease incentives at this time in your area. I'm assuming there will be lease options later. Otherwise, my payment will be $900 a month, which would suck. But so we'll figure that out later. But that's about it for now on this. And then the only other thing I wanted to show you is, I got that piece of paper from the dealer. It gave me a very specific number. Equipment group 332A is what they call it. And internally, that translates to a mid-package Badlands. It's right here. So that tells me all the options that I'm going to get, and it shows all this stuff. And the last thing to share with you today, Bronco Nation mentioned that Ford released a 25-page upfitter document. And that's kind of cool because they share with you their recommendations for, airflow if you're going to mount a winch, or how to keep things out of the way for the Ford Copilot, sensors for collision avoidance and stuff like that. So there's a lot of good details in here, it looks like. I did try to click on it. It takes you to this website, which, helps you be an upfitter. Here's the Bronco. Doesn't work for me for some reason. I think it's because I'm on a Mac, but you guys can try that and put 14 hours into figuring all that out. But anyway, there it is. I'm super excited. I can't wait to get this thing. I'm guessing this time next year, 12 months, fall. And I'm super excited. So please share with me what your experience is like. When are you going to get a VIN number? When are you going to get a build date? How long has it been? I sure hope it's going quickly for you now and things are picking up. But anyway, that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.